Did you know that the Historical Society of Rockland County five 634 9629.
All righty, we're
All right,
back.
we're back.
We are back. Yep. Thank you. Claire Sheridan. Beautiful. I love her. Nice. I need to hang out with like Claire Sheridan, people like that. That just, she's like very calm, low, easy. That's the feeling I get when I'm in LBI. Hopefully, the cruise life, it's good. In a week or so, we'll be on the cruise. I mean, it's a little bit, it's relaxing in some ways, but it's fast paced in others. There's this, there's that. The kids want to go here. They hit you up for that. In LBI, it's just like, I don't know. I just feel really slow. Talk slow. Move slow. Claire Sheridan. I need to try that. Like, I most certainly do. But anyway, back to my normal speed. Thank you. I won't be going too fast for now. So I don't know if you guys have, ever had a bad experience with fireworks. Okay, now, this past 4th of July, we were at a friend's house enjoying a nice time, barbecuing, drinking, hanging out, kids doing their thing, adults doing their thing, just a good time. And then all of a sudden it's firework time. Everybody gathers down the street in the cul-de-sac. A couple of neighbors have fireworks. This one's setting off theirs. Then this guy sets off his. And somewhere along the way, there was a group of kids gathered down the street just sitting back watching. And me and one of the moms were talking during the firework display, saying how the guys are running up and lighting it, and it's just crazy how they're doing it. There are 4 of them running up with lighters, and it's like every guy over 50 doing it across the United States. Just yes, Matt back. All right, we're back on YouTube. Thank you. All hail. Thank you, Matt. Matt from St. Louis, temporarily in Florida, checking in. Fort Myers, yes. Looks like the family's having a great time, brother. I love it. I love the Facebook pages. Emma looked like she's having a grand old time. The karaoke, just all the pictures. Keep it up. Love it. The family time, that's the best. So there's a nice firework display going on. Me and this mom are talking about how these fathers are, lucky they're not going to blow their face off, their fingers off. And I don't know, maybe 15 minutes into the show, one of the canisters that they launched the rockets from falls over. Some rockets go the wrong way into like people are running, boom, 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 boom. Everybody's going crazy. The kids, take shelter, Mike checking in. Mike from the Valley, Special Agent 007, letting me know about the Mets Yankees. Yes. So it was crazy. This lady who I was talking to, Kung Fu Panda checking in. Yes, all hail Kung Fu. Dave, can you get that? Everybody was Kung. You know what? Let's focus on that. Why load up a thing when it's going to create? Let's focus on first things first. Yes, actually. So.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah, Kev.
Keep talking. The fire alarm's going off over here, so I'm just going to step out.
You got it. All right. So this is a first. As a radio station burns down, engulfed in flames, I will be broadcasting the end. Okay, so this is Clem. Building is on fire. It's like the towering inferno. Kevin has just evacuated. He's trying to save the location. Trying to get anything of importance out of there. We will still be on air. I'm only kidding. Let's pray that it's nothing going on. It's just a fire alarm, a false alarm that we don't even have to call out the firefighters. Okay, I was just doing some radio, some radio play for you. I didn't want to take that one too deep, but yeah, let's pray that and that it's nothing. It's just, a false alarm, because any fire could. It's just a scary thing. It really is a scary thing. You never know what could happen. So we're talking about these fireworks that people are running. Oh, it's the Mayor's Trophy game. Thank you, Mike from the Valley. Thank you. I got you. The Mayor's Trophy game. That's right. When my grandfather was alive, God rest his soul, Saul Cohen of Cohane, used to bring me down to Brooklyn. Back then, I didn't appreciate those times, but I sure as hell miss them now, and I wish I could go back in time. Or I wish he was alive and I could go down to Brooklyn. But, yeah, back then I used to, my mom, big Mets fan because of Saul Cohen. And, yes, the Mayor's Trophy game, that's right. We used to watch it. We used to go down there. Yep, he used to come up sometimes. We used to watch the Mayor's Trophy game. Yes, thank you, Mike. So the fireworks started going off crazy. Boom, boom. And they were shooting like, take cover. Everybody's trying to protect the kids. The mother who I was talking to about fireworks, maybe maiming these guys, actually got hit in the shoulder with a bottle rocket trying to protect the kids. Which leads me to, I don't know if it was alcohol and men and fireworks together, the bad combination, or if it's just a bad structure. But usually alcohol and fireworks together are not they're just not a good combination. And you heard the Mike Weiss, who was filling in yesterday for Tennessee Hennessy. That's Will, by the way, of the Jeff and Will Morning Show. Now, the Mike Weiss was advocating, I don't know if he was advocating for marijuana usage, but he was pretty much slaying those who believe or think that drinking and marijuana usage are the same, one and the same. They're absolutely not. I truly believe Mike's right. Alcohol is the cause of many issues. And this story that I'm leading into is alcohol related and firework related. Now, we'll save the marijuana alcohol comparisons for another time. Especially because I'm not drinking right now and I don't want to talk about alcohol, because then I remind myself how much I miss it, and then I'm going to go drink. Because I'm not an alcoholic, I just would like a drink, but my belly's so fat that I'm trying to cut out coffee with cream and sugar. I'm back to that. If I cut out my basic downfalls, I might lose a couple pounds before the cruise. I look like a mess. Honestly, it looks like my wife is dating like a bald, like a female bald lady. Like, really. A female pregnant bald lady. A 43-year-old man died in San Antonio on New Year's. Now, this is a late story. Obviously, July 4th was quite some time ago, but I just want to circle around to alcohol being involved with a lot of stupid things we do. And, the Mike Weiss did a great job pointing out some very true things about alcohol usage and marijuana usage. Most people smoke too much marijuana, you'll find them passed out or just gorging themselves with tons of calories. Too much alcohol, I mean, you know what could happen. Golly, someone who gets in a car, most people get in a fight. I mean, a lot of people stumble, fall on their face. Goes on and on. So, according to witnesses who were at this gathering, people were lighting fireworks. Pablo Ruiz, who had a lot to drink. And again, this story can go with anything. You maybe too much drinking tonight at the Mets-Yankee game. You're going to jump off the bleachers because the Yankees are getting crushed. No, that's what I'm saying. You don't do that stuff. You got to watch how much you drink. You got to be drinking. You got to be careful. You got to be a cautious drinker. So Pablo Ruiz felt as if he wanted to show everybody that he was the master fireworks setter. So he put a mortar-style firework, a M80, on top of his head and said, "Look at me!" And he lit it. And next thing you know, the brains were scattered everywhere. I mean, they called EMS, who came basically with a mop and broom and cleanup kit, because I mean the guy blew off his skull and brains, and that was that. So remember the name Pablo Ruiz. When you have a toast to Pablo Ruiz, but not 5 toasts. All right, a very sad story that ends. I mean, it's alcohol. It taints your thought process. Marijuana, I'm telling you, make you hungry, make you tired. For me, it just makes me very creative, and it just keeps me calm. I'd literally blow up like scanners. I always resort back to that, but my head would physically, literally blow up. So I must take a time out every once in a while. I mean, it's of the utmost urgency. So Pablo Ruiz, and probably coming up on a computer interruption, easy come, easy go. I'm expecting it sometime in the near future. You know what happens. I mean, we'll be back, Dave, working diligently. We may have to get a new computer. Might just have to order one today. Go to Best Buy, pick up a new one. So if ever you're drunk, remember this story. Let it be a lesson that anything could happen, especially when you're drunk and stupid. All right, so I'm saddened for his family. I'm saddened for him. I'm saddened for the people who had to witness that. But I think that alcohol is really the demon. When it comes to, social gatherings, I think if you really, I'm not saying that you can drive stoned. You should drive stoned, but just from my experience, I've done both. I no longer drive drunk. Can't say that, I no longer drive drunk. I'm glad I never killed people. I can 2 instances immediately think of times where I could have killed several people. And almost did, crashing my RX-7 down in the Bronx. But marijuana, like I said, I believe it helps small business. It helps, Grubhub, small, Chinese restaurants, ice cream stands, McDonald's, White Castle for certain. And it's got a lot of other benefits. I don't know, like are there any medicinal benefits of alcohol? Really, I mean, it makes people look better. I mean, it could most certainly make your blind date look much better. I mean, or hopefully she's drinking, and by the time she arrives, you're looking like Cary Grant. Kev wants us to know that the alarm is still going off. He's not coming back in yet because he's not certain if the building is on fire or not. So he's gonna play it safe, which I recommend. No worries. When we come up to the top of the hour, I will do the WRCR read. I believe it's WRCR AM 1700 from Garnerville. Let me just practice. This is WRCR AM 1700 Garnerville. Or no, is it Ramapo? This is WRCR AM 1700 Ramapo. Is that right? Is it Ramapo? I think it's right. This is WRCR AM 1700 Garnerville Ramapo. Because they're basically in the same area. I mean, right in that same stretch. That was my stomping grounds growing up. I'm excited for tonight. Mets, Yankees. It's 4 o'clock now. We are literally 3 hours away from first pitch. Now, although I would like to have taken my daughter, which I mean, I don't know. I might make a last-minute executive decision. All right, have a straw. Okay. I was wrong? But, oh, my God. How many times have I heard it and I was wrong? All right, let me practice before it's 4 o'clock coming up. Kevin might not be back. Let me clear my throat. This is WRCR AM 1700. Have a straw. Good? Thank you. All right, so no, Kevin, Matt checking in. That's Matt from St. Louis, temporarily in Florida. checking in, saying he hopes Kevin is okay, as do I. I believe Kevin's okay. Let's hope it's nothing. Maybe it's just the dry cleaner. You know, sometimes you put that permanent press on too high, too long. You know, it could burn some stuff. So maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Maybe the Chinese restaurant overcooking the ribs. I don't know. Let's just hope it's nothing major. Fire scares me. It's just something that can just ruin lives, take lives. And, it's obviously firefighters around here, volunteers. Let's hope that they do as little as they have to do. Right? There's as little fires as possible, and let's hope that this is one of those situations. Now, I'm going to try to go back to my West Rock commercial. Let's see.
Shut out last year due to lack of inventory? West Rock has spas and above-ground pools for immediate delivery. Don't get shut out again. Trucks are rolling in with your spa and above-ground pools, so you can enjoy an at-home backyard vacation. Hot tubs are wonderful for stress relief, aches and pains, and relaxation. Every home should have one. West Rock Pool and Spa has them in stock now. WestrockPools.com.
WestrockPools.com. They should be arriving I believe. If I'm not mistaken, they may have even just pulled up. That could have been them or my guys leaving. Either one of my crews leaving or them. Yes, I'm watching my. Get out of here. One or the other. West Rock, been in business for 50 years, counting, serving the community at large, and then some. I mean, their range goes far beyond. But you know why? Because they have the capabilities to service that large area. Above ground pools, they've got a ton in stock. I'm not sure how many left, but what they do is they buy in bulk. They've been in the game so long. They see. They have like a crystal ball. They can kind of see the future. And they saw, with COVID, everybody being home, we better buy all these pools before everybody else does. And that's what they did. And, people that normally would go to other pool places coming to West Rock, and saying, hey, I'm normally a customer of blah, 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 or blah, 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 or blah, blah, blue, or blah, 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 blah. And, this year they don't have nothing. We don't have no chemicals. They don't have nothing. So we're going to come to you. So West Rock is the place to be. Nanuet, go get it. All right. This is 4 o'clock, top of the hour read. It's Clem here. Kevin is outside. Why? Because the fire alarm is on. You're listening to WRCR AM 1700. Have a straw. Thank you, Wilbur. Wilbur, you've been on vacation. Wilbur's. I had a story, but it got lost in the 15 crashes that we've had in the last 2 days. Somehow got lost and never to be found again. A man committed a crime in the city, and a horse caught him. Police saw a horse, chased him down, cornered him, and the guy was like, all right, I give up. I don't want to get stampeded by the horse. Now, that's a true hero right there. The horse now has lifetime supply of top of the line, like oats and wheats and barley. Not your normal grain stuff that the horses with carriages get, This guy's getting some top of the line eats. Saved the day. Another horse story. Actually, you know what? Let's not go into it. Forget. Let's save that for another day. There's no need of bringing down the crowd. So, again, tonight is the first game of the Subway Series. Mets fans, Yankee fans, 845-429-1700. Call it in. Who's Mets fan? Who's Yankee fan? Who do you think's going to win? Obviously, you're a Mets fan. You don't think the Yankees are going to win. If you're a Yankees fan, obviously you know the Mets are going to win. So that's obvious. But it's going down at 7:10 in Queens. Looking forward to that. Now, check out this story. This guy passed away. All right, 81 years old. Lawrence Papp passed away, 81. Uh-oh, something happened. I don't know. Got me. Lawrence Papp, 81, passed away. And his son, one of his sons, published an obituary that was a long time coming, he said. He had spoken to others, siblings, family members, and told them what his intent was. And he wrote an obituary that helped him to heal with all of the negativity and issues that his dad put in his life. So he said, in the obituary, he said this guy was a dad to none. Death proves that evil does eventually die.